had me from the start. By the way you stared, the way you wrote up for me, yeah. Man, I felt your energy. Wasn't used to being loved and treated differently, yeah. But something went wrong, the signals got crossed, and now we're on completely different pages. Let's go where we were, where no one gets hurt. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Will you take me on a trip? Always up and down and back and forth in merry-go-round. I just wanna get it right. But when you go left, I'm stuck here feeling left behind. Cause something went wrong, the signals got crossed, and now we're going different directions. Let's go where we were, when no one gets hurt. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. If you love me just like you say you do, don't kill the good vibes. If you kill them, you're gonna kill us too. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe.
Hey, good people. Hey, good people. Welcome to episode 2, season 5. We are trying this thing live once again. I'm super excited to have my guest tonight and to get into the amazing conversation that we will have. If you are watching the replay, make sure that you subscribe so that you can know when we go live. Okay. Tonight I am talking with Coach Domo Jones, who is an amazing soul, and I cannot wait to jump into this conversation with her. She is waiting in the wings, and I am checking all of my systems here to make sure that everything goes off without a hitch tonight. So I am hoping and praying and looking around. Again, thank you all so much. Those of you who held me down, episode 1, those of you who watched, those of you who had an amazing things to say about my with Simply Sonia. It was really good. We talked about confidence. So if you weren't able to catch the live or you weren't able to watch that episode, make sure that you go back. It is on YouTube. The replay is available. So make sure you go and you watch it and that you also share with a friend. So I'm not going to prolong the time. I'm hoping that everything is showing and live everywhere like it's supposed to be. Let me double check YouTube because I did not see YouTube live. So I want to check that and make sure we're good to go there. And then we're going to jump into this conversation. We are talking about defining disabilities. And I am I'm just super excited. Let's see. Let me make sure that we're live on YouTube, y'all. Bear with me. This is the live show business, y'all. Okay, I think we're good. All right, awesome, awesome. Want to make sure people trickle in that we are live. Okay, awesome. Now, I'm going to give my guest a moment to breathe and to get herself together and to come on in, and we are going to jump into this conversation.
The ever evolving, the ever evolving, the ever evolving. This your podcast. The ever evolving, the ever evolving, the ever evolving. This your podcast.
All right, all right, all right. I'm super excited. My guest is here.
Yeah.
Hey, Domo.
Listen, that intro is the ever evolving and the ever evolving
Ain't it dope?
and
Listen, so dope. I'm super excited. So shout out to King Creed. I gave him a shout out in I think yesterday's live or this morning, but King Creed with a Q-R-E-E-D. He hooked his sister up with a theme song and I'm super excited. I've had it for a while, but it goes perfectly with this live event. So
it
I'm
really
super
does.
excited to share it with the masses for those who will be on and those who will rewatch. Now, Dama,
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
excited to have you on.
Listen, thank you for the opportunity. Like this is huge because like you known it amongst the nation. So I'm just grateful. I'm grateful.
Thank you, thank you. Listen, we're trying to do the best we can. Now, before I allow you to speak, one thing I did forget to do is to introduce you. So I want to give you a proper introduction. So Dominique Jones is a master certified disability confidence coach. Okay. And we'll get into what that is all about in just a moment. She personally goes by the disability confidence coach. And she is the author of Damaged But Not Dead, as well as Self Talk But You Can Eavesdrop Too, and the owner of Walking by Design. Help me welcome Dominique Jones.
Thank you. Thank you.
So again, thank you for joining me. You're such an inspiration. And when we met and we talked, I was like, wow, because so many of us in life, right? We go through these things, we go through these experiences that sometimes hinder us if we're being honest, and it keeps us from living out the life that we were created to when we allow it to. But when I
Right.
heard your story and how dedicated and committed you were to living, out loud, even with the things that you have been faced with, it was an
Yeah.
inspiration to myself, that no matter what life looks like, we have the opportunity to still live out our dreams. And
Very
so, before we jump into that and we talk about what those challenges have been that you faced, introduce yourself. I know I kind of did, but let the people know exactly who you are in your words.
Man, you know what? Let me tell y'all, that is the hardest question ever. Like, tell me about yourself. Who are you?
It
Ah,
is.
okay. So, who am I? So, my legal name is Dominique, but nobody never knows how to say it. So, we're gonna go by Domo. Um, Domo. I am 33. I am from Cali. I do have a disability myself. I'm not just a coach. Like I actually been through some stuff. I do have a disability. I have a brain tumor. I was diagnosed at 9 years old. I was deaf in my right ear for a little bit. Had some like a little bit of blindness, partial blindness in my right side. Permanent nerve damage, muscle weakness. I went through two brain surgeries. I did radiation for 5 weeks, 5 days a week. I did 187 chemotherapy treatments. Yeah, so that's a little bit of the backstory of who I am, but I am a super vibrant, bright, like literally bright. I'm just me. Like I'm here, I'm alive, I'm grateful, and I'm just ready to live life to the fullest. We in here.
Wow, you're absolutely amazing. And you said so much, but I definitely want to get into more of that. And you said over 187?
Yeah, I did 187. And girl, let me tell you, my hair did not fall out once. Like, forget everything else. That's where the grace comes in.
Okay.
My hair did not fall out once.
Wow. Okay, so 187 chemotherapy treatments,
Yeah.
brain tumor from the age of 9.
Yes, and I still have it.
I was gonna say you
So
said have, you didn't say had. So that means you still.
not this is current. We talking about still today. I'm 33, so it's been some years. I've been doing
And
this
due
lifetime.
Okay, yeah, that's wow. And due to that brain tumor, is that how you lost the hearing?
Yes.
Okay.
So the brain tumor was pressing against my nerve spines. It's in the back of my neck. So it's on my neck spine. So where it was pressing against my nerve spine. So that is what affected my right side being smaller than the other, the permanent nerve damage, like the muscle weakness and the blindness, because it was pressing against like that nerve.
Wow.
Unfortunately, by the grace of God, like my hearing did come back because of what they were able to take out. But I do have the permanent nerve damage. I do have muscle weakness. My right side is smaller than it's like an inch and a half smaller than my left. So imagine trying to find shoes. Ain't no
Girl.
joke.
But listen, how does one take all of those things that they are presented with, right? And become a coach to help and inspire others? Like, how did you find the strength to take all of that and to become who you are today?
Yeah, so let me tell y'all the real answer. It was not easy, and I did not want to. So if we're
Mm,
gonna be 100, like that, I didn't want to because I didn't want this to be my story. I felt like I just kept going through stuff. Like, why me? Why I gotta keep doing like I just can't live life. I can't just be regular. I can't be a normal kid. Um, and I remember asking God, and I was just talking about this the other day. I remember asking God, like, God, like, can I just breathe? Like, can I just be free, to be me? And he was like, you are. He was like, my grace. Like, if
mm,
you didn't have a story, who gonna listen to you? What they gonna
wow.
believe? Like,
Yeah.
your story is not for you. Like, so you taking it a little bit too personal because you thinking you going through stuff for you, but you really not, bro. Like, so relax, like humble yourself. And that 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 did something that shifted my whole mindset because as a parent, as you are, as a mom, when you realize that you're doing this for your child, you forget about you. Like, and you don't care how you feel because at the end of the day, someone is
Mm,
looking for you, someone is looking up to you. And that was the mindset that I had. And that's what keeps me pushing. And that's what pushed me to even become a disability confidence coach.
wow, wow. That is so good. Listen, I'm taking notes and saying, woo, what areas in my life am I acting like a child? And I'm saying, no, God, I don't want to. I don't like this. I don't know. I'm going to pout. I'm going to kick and scream.
Yeah, yeah.
What areas in my life am I doing that in? And what areas can I say, okay, I'm going to stop acting like a child and just surrender as a child of God and say,
Right.
you're doing this for a reason.
Yeah. It's a,
Um,
it's a self check for real.
Self check, okay?
Man,
Because it really, like you said, it's not about us.
it's
And
not.
that is part of our problem. Like, I don't know why we feel so entitled, and that life has to go a certain way. And it's just not, like you said, if you have never been sick, how do you know that there is an opportunity for you to be healed and that God is a healer? If you've
Right.
never faced any adversity in life, how do you become stronger? How do you learn
Right.
the strength and the abilities that you've been, given without going through some kind of trial or some kind of how do you know? How will you know?
And how can you teach someone? Because ain't nobody gonna listen to you if you ain't been through nothing.
Right. Because if we're just here for ourselves, what is
Mhm.
really the point of that? There
Right.
has to
So
be
boring.
more.
It's boring. It's boring.
Wow, wow.
Shake me up
I
a little
love
bit.
what you say.
I said, shake me up a little bit. Let me go through a
Right.
little.
little spontaneity in there, as I always
A little bit,
say. Just a little razzle dazzle.
right? A little bit.
Wow. I love how you said that you made a choice. You said you were presented with these obstacles. You did not want to deal with it. You didn't want to, overcome or have, look at it differently. But I heard you say, I made the choice. Like I
Yeah,
had to. And I think that that is a key thing that I want people to really understand. Elaborate on that about making a choice, because I always say this: some things in life, and you can definitely attest to this, some things in life we have no control over, but
right.
what we do have control over is how we go through it, how we face it, how we overcome it. But sometimes we just get stuck on the I don't want to do this and I don't like it. So speak
Yes.
about the choice, making the choice to push through it or overcome.
So the choices is it's so open, yet it's so detrimental, right? Because whatever choice you make, you're gonna get the repercussion of it, good, bad, or indifferent. So the thing is, what I had to evaluate with my life is the situation ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
This is my thorn in my side. This is the story that God has given me. Why not show him why he gave it to me, if that makes sense? He's giving you this life. Show him why you still here. Show him why he gave it to you. So my choice was, okay, all right, Domo, why are you letting this, tear you down instead of living with it, living to your best ability? Yes, you have your limitations. Yes, you're gonna deal with stuff. Yeah, all that. But what you gonna do with that though? You just gonna be a sob story? That's boring.
Mm.
Who gonna want to talk to you if you just a sob story? Yeah, I've been through. Yeah, child. I just. Oh, that's so irritating.
And what would have been the purpose of going through it if you
Okay.
were just gonna complain about, like, why not, like they say,
What's
make
the
take lemons and make lemonade?
I mean, at this point, and what the beautiful thing, first of all, your mindset has to be so strong. And I had to build my mindset up like it's no other. My mindset is probably, and I'm not even to brag because this is all God. Like my mindset is probably the most solid, the most
Mm.
non-wavering mindset because my physical is down. So my mental
Mm.
can't be down either. Like I got
That's
to keep,
good.
right? So I built my mindset to be so strong and unwavering in whatever I believe in. That's just it. That's all. Like, can't nobody tell me no different. So with that, that was the choice that I made, despite my limitation. It's just a limitation, but it's not a stop. It's not a stop sign. It's just a
Yeah.
bump.
Yeah. And with limits, you can always find another way.
You can always come
You
come
can
on.
always, like you said, it's not a stop. It doesn't mean it ends here. If it was the end, this is the end. But
Right.
limitations only mean I just need to find another way. And that's something that we talked about in preparation for this episode. And that was that, when people hear disabilities, and we're talking about, of course, your physical disability,
Yeah.
but they,
Yeah.
we all
Yeah.
have
It could go
different emotional, right? This, we're not just talking about physical disabilities, we're talking about emotional, spiritual, mental
Yep.
disabilities. Like you said, you got to pick a struggle. Okay, if you are needing to really change your thought life and really strengthen your mental health, like
Yeah.
you can't have the physical off too. And that's what I've been learning. Like I got to get in this gym, okay?
Yeah.
Because number one, I done gained too much weight in this pandemic, and number two, when I because I've dealt with depression, I can't have both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because I do feel worse mentally when I'm not feeling well physically, when I can't do the things that I normally could do because I don't
Right.
feel well, my back hurts. Then you're
Right.
down on yourself because of the weight. So it's like we're not talking about just physical. We're talking about
Correct.
any aspect of disability, of a disability in an area where you have a limitation.
Yep.
And we talked about this, is that we want to redefine that and let you know that even if you're presented with a disability, or what people would consider,
Yeah.
air quotes, what
Okay.
people would consider a disability, even if that's, your story. Tonight, I want you to know through Domo, I keep saying Domo, I'm sorry,
It's
Domo. Is it
okay.
Domo?
It's Domo. Like Domo
Domo.
arigato, like donut.
Okay, through Domo's story and her example, as well as mine. Because listen, like I said, I've dealt with depression. I've
Yeah.
had loss. I've dealt with a lot of things. Even me being a podcaster is like me pushing beyond a disability because I
Okay.
stutter. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
hide it well and I deal with it, but when I'm not, conscious of it, or if I'm caught off guard with a certain phrase, it can
Yeah.
really be hard for me. And
Wow.
I remember, like, before going live thinking, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. Because if it
Mhm.
happens, when I pre-record, I can edit a stutter out, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Uh-huh. But live, it's in real time. I can't edit
Listen,
that out.
you're
And I
doing
said,
amazing. Okay, let me just put that out there. You're doing amazing. You better go on with your bad self. The ever evolving, okay? That's what I'm talking about.
people will literally be watching me struggle. Thank you, though. People will be watching me struggle, like trying to get a word out. And that's embarrassing, right? But, like you said, we have to make the choice. And it isn't these disabilities or emotional handicaps or mental imbalances, whatever it is, they do not have to stop us. It may
Yes.
limit us in areas, or not even just limit you. It just makes you say, I can't do it like that, but how can I do this? Right?
So true. It don't mean you can't do it. It just means you can't do it their way.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm. And who says that their way is right anyway, right?
Who
I'm
said?
learning as I just navigate through life, okay? I'm learning anyway that a lot of the things that in the ways that people do what they do, it don't work for me no way. So
Oh,
why
okay.
not create your own path? So talk about that. How have you been able to navigate beyond what other people probably say? Well, she'll never be able to do this, or she'll never be able to do that. How have you been able to say, I'm just gonna do it a different way?
Let me tell you something. So I thrive off of proving people wrong. Like
Me too.
I get a kick out of it because I do have a physical disability, right? So typically the natural eye, if you don't have that perfection look, they gonna think that you have some type of discrepancy mentally. But I'm gonna prove you wrong. Like I enjoy proving people wrong, right? So what I did was we ain't about to talk about it. Like, what are we gonna talk about it? Because I'm not about to prove myself to you. First of all, I just met you. Two, I may know your name, the end. You don't know nothing about me, right? So with that, I never show it. I just act on it. So when they
Mm,
see it, I automatically shut them up because it's like,
that's good.
yeah, what you thought I couldn't do or probably never thought that I would be able to do.
Mhm.
I probably do it better than you
Surpass it. Yes.
on your best day.
I love it.
And not only that, I do things that even an able bodied probably doesn't do. Like I'll go skydiving, I'll go on trips, I'll go like everyone that knows me knows that I am the one that will be like, oh, you want to go here? You want to go to a play? You want to go to San Diego? You want to go to, and I'd be like, well, how did you even think about all that stuff? Because I don't let my disability fool you.
That's good. That's good.
Period.
I love what you said about not even talking about it, because words are powerful. And I
Right.
have to tell myself that sometimes, and me and my friends have this conversation if we're having a tough day, or we're dealing, right? And my friend or myself may say, I'm having a bad day, or, my anxiety is
Yeah.
acting up. I'll say,
Mhm.
don't call it yours. Don't take ownership of that, because
Yeah.
our words are very powerful. And I get it. Like, I don't want to be super deep or whatever, but
Not
I
deep.
do feel like,
Okay. Deep.
yeah, I feel like words are powerful.
They are.
And I feel like when we claim ownership of saying my, or even speaking out of our mouths, I'm having a bad day and nothing is going right today, or whatever the case may be, then we actually manifest that. And
Yes.
it's not to say, of course, that if you feel anxiety, that's a real thing. Like, I don't want
Right.
people to take this and say, well, what do I say? Like, that's
Right.
dumb. No,
Yeah.
you can feel it and acknowledge it, like you said. The disability is there. The issue.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I don't know what happened.
It's okay. We just switched sides.
But it's all how you deal with it. So the disability, the issue may be there, but it's
Yeah.
all how you deal with it. So I may say, you know what, I'm feeling anxiety, I'm feeling anxious, I'm
Yeah.
feeling, down, or I'm
Mhm.
feeling whatever. But okay, you still with me, girl?
I'm with you, girl. I'm with you.
Okay, let me add you back. I think you frozen. Hold on.
We back. We in there.
No, you're still frozen. Did
What?
you have a phone call or something come through, girl?
No, nothing. My phone's
Oh
on.
wow. Okay.
I can see you.
Okay. I'm gonna pull you out. Go out and come back in for me, or turn your camera off and come back or something. I don't know. Try that. Okay. But like I was saying, we have the opportunity to, even if we're presented with something, we have the opportunity to say, to make sure that our words reflect what we want to see, what we want to do, what we want to be, versus how we feel in the moment. Let's try this one more time. It's still frozen.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's.
It's still frozen, Domo. Okay, so I'm gonna let her go out and come back in. But this conversation has been absolutely amazing. Talking about defining disabilities, and again, Domo has an amazing story about her personal disability, her physical disability, but all of us have encountered limitations in our lives and maybe still do. All of us have had things that, if we chose to, we would have every right, to sit down and say, well, I'm not going to fulfill this dream. I'm not going to go for this. I'm not going to, try at love because, of whatever, because I didn't do it well in this, area, or they told me when I was younger I'd never be, whatever the case may be. We all have disabilities. And so I love this conversation addressing all of our disabilities. And you're back.
Yes. Nothing gonna
But
stop
again,
us.
words are very, very, very powerful. In closing, because we already at the end here of our little segment, I do want you to talk about what a master certified disability confidence coach is. And also, if you provide services to help those that are walking out that physical disability and trying to get to where you are in the confidence area, how can they reach out and find you? So, first, what is a certified master disability confidence coach? And then, how can people find you for services?
Yes, ma'am. All right. So, Master Certified Disability Life Coach is, I mean, confidence coach. I'm sorry. I do have a life coach certificate too, but pretty much it's a compilation of confidence, um, happiness, disability. It's like all of that. It's pretty much just paper, to be honest, because I wanted to do it the right way. My experiences, of course, make me who I am, but it's always good to be certified. Amen. Be
Okay.
certified, y'all. Be certified. So it's just a real like real escorted, real broad name for what I do, which is disability confidence coach. Where you can find me is on my website www.thedomojones.info. You can message me, contact me, um, IG Coach Domo J. That's my personal page. I don't do that like fancy stuff. Nah, hit me up. Hit me up. Yeah, we about to bring confidence and because everyone's beautiful, like everyone's dope, and there's a reason why you're here. So let's find
Yeah.
that reason and live it out.
Yes, everyone's beautiful, everyone's dope, and there's a reason why we're all here. I love that. Thank you, Domo, for joining me tonight. This has been an amazing conversation. Again, for those of you who'll be watching the replay on YouTube, make sure you share this with someone. Again, all of us have been faced with something, but how we overcome it, how we face it is very, very important. If you are not following, if you have not liked, if you have not subscribed to the Ever Evolving podcast, I'm gonna need you to do that. I'm gonna need you to get on
Do it.
into it and do what you gotta do. Thank you, Domo.
Thank you again. Thank you for the opportunity. I definitely appreciate it. I love y'all.
We love you too. All right, y'all. That was it. Episode 2 of season 5, the Ever Evolving Podcast. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will continue to watch. Our next episode will be live next Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube. All right, y'all.